Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday Kempo Adjunct. I always feel the need to explain on every video the same thing, why I do the Kempos, how they fit into Seidokan, where they come from, but I'm not going to do that. Just going to jump right in. This is Yakusoku number 27 from the Kempo system, as they call them, combinations or defensive maneuvers, etc. They come from the Sonny Gascon Nixerio lineage through Fred Villari and the various offshoots that have come from those. So, Kempo Yakusoku 27 teaches us again movements with flow. We're going to start with the uke position of standard punching. And I said I wasn't going to restate, but again, for those viewing for the first time, this is as if I have just defensive players standing motionless in place. It's not about what the defense is going to do. It's about the offense and how I'm going to run my offense, okay? So as he punches, I step in with my right foot slightly. I lift my left front foot, do a kick to his kinteki. This can be a rising instep kinteki geri. This can be a front snap kick. Simultaneously, I'm blocking down on his hand. As I do so, I roll my right hand over and down, striking to his clavicle, controlling the hand here. Even if he's pulling the hand back from the punch, and we'll look at that in a minute with a street side punch. Then I come across as I control his arm back, striking to the throat. After striking the throat, I'm going to do a spin maneuver. And a lot of people, oh, you can never spin around. Yeah, you will. Striking downward with my forearm and slicing through, then come behind him all the way using a tate shuto, a driving vertical knife hand into the spine. And my goal on the spine, got a little dent in his jersey here. This spot on the back is right where the diaphragm on the front is, which is a muscle that goes all the way around. It is hopefully the vertebrae nearest, either below or above, where the diaphragm connects, and it's the transition from the lumbar spine, from the thoracic spine into the lumbar, or lumbar into thoracic spine. So where the lumbar 5 ends and the thoracic vertebrae ends, that's my strike point for this strike. Let's go to the other side. Now on the other side, I'm going to have him do street style punch and show how this can be adapted. Once I've learned the basic play format, okay, now here's how we would have to adapt it. And there are a couple of things, grammar. There are a couple of things that are actually easier this way. So I'm going, no, I don't want to fight. This hand is ready. I'm going to blade myself. Now we're in what's called matching or closed stance. As he throws that haymaker punch, the part that's actually easier is his groin is much easier to access. Okay? Switch feet. If he's this way in a karate punch, that knee actually inhibits a little bit of how I'm going to get in, and I'm moving this way away from the hand, and I'm pulling the hand. It's a little bit awkward with just the stationary defense. It actually becomes a little bit easier with that street format type of a punch. So again, he throws the punch. I'm going to block it down. Notice I came on the inside here. I could come around and wave it as well, so throw that punch again. I can wave it as I kick, or I can outward block it as I kick. Then from here again, I'm going to step forward, spearing into the vagus nerve and the sternocleidomastoid gap where his jugular is on the other side. From here, spearing, cross throat. I'm controlling him here. As I turn, I can actually bump his arm a little bit, popping the elbow if I like, which enables me then to spin tighter as I come down across, and then once again, finishing. Oh, I got a little hard that time. Oops. Okay? So that's the essential movement. Now, we can adapt that to a variety of things. He's choking me and driving me back. I'm going to use two hands, and as he's driving me back, I'm just going to lean back and lift that foot. Now, that can go knee, can go toe to thigh. If you're a Wechiru guy, toe inside the thigh. instep to the kick. He could have me all the way to the wall. Oh no, bang, right? I'm gonna come down, spear, boom, have the kick in there at some point. They don't have to be simultaneous once I'm adapting. We have these a lot in our kata, where we have a simultaneous back fist and side kick, or a simultaneous blocking kick, or front kick and back fist. We have those things happening together. We have simultaneous hand movements, which we can use for framing or joint manipulation. But just because something is shown as simultaneous in the kata doesn't mean we can't kick, then punch. I also have their head here. I could kick, then be torquing their head and move it into the goju shiho type of movement. So we have a lot of ways to apply that, and we can alter the timing of a technique according to the needs of the attack. So he's grabbed me and choking. I'm not going to wait this time. I'm going to right away kick and poke, strike. Again, I'm going to control the arm. If I choose, I can hook it. And we have techniques later that hook this way and would strike and break the elbow or hit the ribs. But in this case, I'm going to come down, across. That may be all I need to do. If I take this spinning move with some power, absolutely. Then I come behind. I could actually even, as I come behind after hitting, I can go ahead and grab so that as I'm striking here, I'm also pulling. So we can then begin to make streetwise, situationally appropriate adaptations to what started as, okay, hey, kick, strike, hit, turn, strike. The turn, for a lot of people, can be an awkward thing, but I'm going to take you back to street fight videos, backyard fights, PKL, PKA, MMA, Thai boxing, whatever it is, where the fight is on, bam, and I'm spinning on the guy. In this case, I'm spinning and I don't even have control of him. We're fighting here and I do whatever I'm going to do and I spin. He's still free to move and get away. The advantage in this case is I have control of him, so I can know where he is and whether he's going to get away as I spin or not, and I change the technique. So remember again, the technique is teaching me continuous type of flowing movements with the turns and so forth. The adaptation or the application of the set. When I draw a play, I still have my old basketball books with the dotted dash lines and the bouncy lines where I dribble, and the dash line is a pass or a run to the ball, and the straight line is a pass. And I have those plays. They're drawn out pretty. And in all the years that I played basketball, all the way from, I don't know, what was I, 8 or something, up till I was 25, 23 in college, and stopped playing organized basketball at that point. But all the way through, all of those pretty plays, they look so good on paper, and we had to practice them on paper, and we would have zero defense first, nobody here, I'm just doing alone. Then we'd have token defense. We just put somebody there, and as I move, he'd just walk with me and not try to stop me. Then we'd add light pressure defense, where I'd move, and if I dribbled with the wrong hand, he'd steal the ball. Now he's adding a little bit of resistance. Then we do live plays, and I'm telling you right now, if ever, and it happened occasionally, I'll say it did happen occasionally, you can see it in college and pros even, where a drawn-up play happens exactly the way you drew it up. Man, that's golden. It's like magic. It's a gimme. That's an automatic knockout. That worked perfectly, just like it was on paper, but it almost never works that way. So after we've learned the set technique, it's important then to explore the reality of its application. All right, enough of that. Kempo Yakusoku 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, end of technique. Thanks for joining as always. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. This is the week, and we'll see you the day after Christmas. And until then, as always, thank you for joining. Like, share, subscribe. If you hit the thumbs down, have the courtesy to tell me why. If you hit the thumbs up, I don't care why, I just know you like it. But comments and questions are always welcome. But most importantly, as always, let's keep practicing.